Inspired by its mantra, sa Syete, una ang Bata Pirme, DepEd Region VII is steadfast in its preparation for school year 2020 to 2021. As a matter of fact, it has embarked various initiatives to better serve the 1,924,246 learners comprising the 19 schools divisions with face-to-face classes still prohibited due to the public health situation as ordered by President Duterte back then in March 2020. An array of capability-building activities on the different learning modalities and other mechanisms responsive to the educational needs of the learners have been conceptualized and implemented by the education leaders and managers headed by the 19 Schools Division Superintendents, ably assisted by the 23 Assistant Schools Division Superintendents. The unifying efforts of Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez with Assistant Regional Director Cristito A. Eco and the regional chiefs served as the driving force to rekindle the ingenuities of SDSS and ASDSS. The 80,000 teachers of the entire DepEd Region VII have been provided with capacity-building programs via virtual platforms. These virtual delivery of sessions were maximized to make sure that all the teachers can be equipped with the necessary competencies to go beyond the normal face-to-face teaching learning interactions. Responding to the DepEd's goal and the pronouncement of President Duterte, we must implement online learning, modular learning, and TV and radio-based broadcast, which students coming from different backgrounds can avail. DepEd will provide printed modules for those who cannot afford online learning. Each school's division is prompted to design series of webinars that would equip the teachers in discharging their roles and responsibilities within the new normal situation.
For distance online learning, synchronous and asynchronous, these webinars will help teachers to explore in using advanced technology, specifically the creation of various online learning classrooms that could really be a great help for them in the delivery of the lessons through virtual classes. For distance offline learning, such as printed modular instruction, radio, TV-based instruction, and other learning modalities, teachers were given intensive orientations as reflected in the Learning Continuity Plan.
To fast-track effective and efficient delivery of both modalities, all the 19 schools divisions of DepEd Region VII Central Visayas, namely Schools Divisions of Siquijor, Bai City, Bayawan City, Dumaguete City, Quijulngan City, Tanhay City, Negros Oriental Province, Tagbilaran City, Bohol Province, Bogo City, Carcar City, Cebu City, City of Naga, Danao City, Lapu-Lapu City, Mandaue City, Talisay City, Toledo City, and Cebu Province have gone the extra mile. Hence, the organization of core trainers across levels such as division, clusters of districts, district, clusters of schools, and school has been done.
The convergence of Schools Division Superintendents and Assistant Schools Division Superintendents is one of the vital ingredients to support teachers in innovating instructional designs responsive to the learning needs of each learner.
The strong tandem between Regional Director Salustiano T. Jimenez and Assistant Regional Director Cristito E. Eco paves way in the accomplishment of plans as articulated in the Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP, of each school's division.
Online learning core trainers include public schools district supervisors, district ICT coordinators, and lead school ICT coordinators of each school's division to cascade in their respective stations. Trainers should give their best for their participants, the teachers, because their expertise on this matter is a necessary ingredient to support innovative and beneficial teaching, because this kind of online engagement will surely increase teachers' competence and confidence to handle academic challenges and difficult situations amidst COVID-19 pandemic.
The online distance learning webinars compel the teacher participants to at least create, develop various online learning platforms and deliver online lessons using the created online classroom and show willingness to cascade all the learning platforms introduced during the webinar of trainers they attended. For offline distance learning using printed modules, teachers were capacitated through virtual orientations, employing the training scheme for big, medium, and small divisions. A paradigm shifts from traditional face-to-face learning with learners inside the classroom to coaching and tutoring the home tutors is the challenge that each teacher has to embrace with. Printed modular learning is an alternative instructional design that uses developed printed instructional materials which are based on the needs of the learners. It develops learning autonomy among the learners. To deep dive the process in using printed modular learning delivery and teacher-made learners' home tasks, weekly learning plans, and learners' activity sheets, teachers' series of virtual orientations was conceptualized and delivered. For radio, TV broadcast learning, an instruction that is transmitted through availing airtime services of radio and television stations available in the area, the schools divisions are tasked to connect with local radio and TV stations. The capacity building programs for teacher script writers and broadcasters have been realized through the strong collaboration between and among media practitioners and other partners who excelled in this field of endeavor. All these capacity building programs on the delivery of different learning modalities cannot be possible without the modules developed based on the context of the learners.
A toast for all module developers, editors, illustrators, quality assurance teams headed by the education program supervisors who burned their eyebrows and squeezed their minds to produce the modules and other learning materials ready for use during the opening of classes come October 5, 2020. The real return of investments indeed.
The calling statement of DepEd Secretary Leonor Magnolis Briones. All efforts and initiatives to carry out the LCP will greatly depend on family and community support. We need to prepare not only the schools, learners, administrators, and teaching and non-teaching personnel, but also the parents or guardians of the learners. Inspires DepEd Region VII Central Visayas through the nurturing and empowering leadership of Regional Director Dr. Salustiano T. Jimenez, ably assisted by Assistant Regional Director Dr. Cristito Eco, to engage the 19 schools divisions in realizing the region's goal.
Embedded in the capacity program designs are the webinars on online safeguarding of children to ensure that the school personnel, PTAs, home tutors, and other school staff in fulfilling their responsibilities regarding their safeguarding and child protection role in order to promote clarity and consistency of approach across all schools as provided for in DepEd Order Number 40, Series of 2012 on Child Protection Policy.
Along with this directive, the data privacy law has been taken with utmost care, as articulated under the Freedom of Information Act and to protect and respect the confidentiality and privacy of this data and information as required under the Data Privacy Act of 2012.
Thus, the conduct of webinars on child safeguarding and data privacy awareness become vital and significant pursuant to Department of Education's or DepEd mission to protect and promote the right of every Filipino to quality, equitable, culture-based, and complete basic education.
Teachers need to be adept in catalyzing a pedagogical shift to make the learning process more interactive, collaborative, and engaging. According to Joshua Stem, PhD, on Introduction to Online Teaching and Learning. Hence, equipping teachers for the new normal propels greater impact in the delivery of instruction.
Sa Syete, una ang Bata Pirme.